There's a lot of talk these days about where we get our food and how it's raised. How's our food grown? What actually happens on a farm? With so many voices in the conversation, who's right? Making food choices for yourself or your family can be intimidating, even scary. America's farmers want to help you understand. So we went to the one place where the farm meets the table, a grocery store, to ask Nebraska consumers what they wish today's farmers would do.
I wish today's farmers would use less pesticides.
I think today's farmers use less pesticide than ever. We've been able to use GMO crops to develop resistance in the plants, so it eliminates the need for foliar applications of insecticides, which oftentimes during the growing season are put on aerial application. So we end up with a plant that is resistant to the insects and is able to eliminate those pesticide applications.
There's increased interest in the use of pesticide in the agriculture today, and due to the fact that we have genetic modification in crops, we can use less pesticides to attack things like rootworm, where before we had to apply more chemicals to keep that worm from damaging the roots. We now have the genetics in that corn to keep it from happening in the first place.
Farmers do use less pesticides than what they used to. We're able to do that is because GMO seeds, some of them that you get actually have a trait that resists some bugs and some fungus. So we're able to plant seeds so that we don't even have to spray. The seed is already naturally immune to the disease or to that certain bug.
I believe today we're using less pesticides than we've ever used before. I know in my operation this year we applied 0 pesticides in the form of insecticides. The university sets up pretty strict thresholds for what is acceptable amount of insects on a plant and what isn't. And every day I'm out in the field scouting those, and if there comes a point in time where we need to spray an insecticide on those fields, we'll do it, but we won't do it until those university and government guidelines have been reached. And we've seen a great reduction in the amount of pesticides we've used on our farm in the last 10 years.
Pesticide use in our operation is also of great concern because pesticides are expensive. The development of genetically modified crops is a very important part of that, and it has allowed us to control pests at the same time as using less chemicals and less water and also producing more. So therefore you have just a more efficient system.